Right, this is it, the video you've all been waiting for. Time for the Kona Tech Tour, but there's so much this year. This is just part one. Stay tuned for part two, but time to come with me. Woohoo! A smaller product for you here. This is a gel from Goo Energy. This is their cold brew coffee, which I've had quite a lot about here. It's got 70 milligrams of caffeine. This gel was released just about 6 weeks ago. Now it's actually in the race pack of every athlete competing here at the Ironman World Championships. But I like these gels from Goo. We've also got this one, it came out not too long ago. This is their Hoppy Trails, but just in case you're worried, it does say 0% alcohol content on there. Still worth giving a go. So I'm here at the Wynn Republic stand, which is Luke McKenzie's brand, but he's got a new one for us because this is Marlo. Now the cool thing about this is Wynn and Marlo are Luke McKenzie's kids' names. So Marlo is his new brand on the market. We've got some t-shirts, we've got vests, we've got some shorts. The cool thing about this is I'm actually going to be donating products at the end of the year to kids within Australia and America to try and get them and encourage them into sport. Right, so these are the Form goggles, which we've actually featured on the channel before, and a very exciting product because they have an augmented reality display within one of the lenses. So this is display things like your stroke rate, your distance, your time, your split times, and so on. But they've just released this new update. So they've collaborated with Polar, with the Polar OH1 Plus heart rate monitor, which will sit on your temple there, and it will now display your heart rate within the lens. This is actually going to be released fully in November, but currently in beta version. So very excited to see that because this will really change the way that we swim. Right, so here I have the Omnius headband. This is actually Josh Amberger's in his custom Kona colorway, which matches his race suit. Now, if we were just to pour a little bit of water onto the back of these pads, this special compound here, which you can see raises out of the headband, increases the skin surface area by 5 times. So when we whack this on our head, it's already really quite cold. If we were to run along the wind passing through this compound, it should really feel quite cold, which is obviously really important for somewhere like here in Kona with the heat and the humidity that the athletes are going to experience on race day. Right, we come by the Zoot stand, which is actually an old partner of mine, so exciting to see what they're up to. They've got the new Ultra Swim Skin. Now, it's a slightly update on their previous one, so rather than just spraying a hydrophobic coat on after it's been produced and constructed, they actually now coat the yarn 360 degrees prior to construction. So that means not only is it going to be more hydrophobic, meaning faster, it'll also last longer. They've also done it in a Kona edition, so they've got this really cool design and print on it with the contours, Mano Key on there, really cool. Now, it's also been 4 years since Zoot actually produced a new running shoe, and this is the new Ultra TT, which again I used to race in way back when, and this is obviously their Kona edition, but they've teamed up with Danny Abshire from Newton to produce this. Now here is the sole for that, obviously a split construction, so this is their tri-layer, so we've got a high rebound layer at the bottom here, this big white area, you've got a protective layer on the ball of the foot and the heel here, and then on the top an extra bit of expanded foam for cushioning. Now if we look at the bottom here, you can see a few holes along the bottom. This is obviously for a triathlon specific shoe, so as we're pouring water on ourselves, as we sweat, water can drain out of there, as we can see just down here as it's doing, dripping out of those holes. So that's going to reduce blisters or any chafing. It's also a seamless construction to add to that to reduce the blisters. We've got a flat lace design on here to help with the transitions, as well as these little tongues and pulls to help. So right here behind me I have possibly my favourite product here in the Expo, because this container is full of nice cold water, which, trust me, I'm dying to jump into because it is boiling here. But in all seriousness, this is a swimming propulsion unit from Master Spas. This is their 15-foot version. They also have an 18-foot version and also a 20-foot version. And it's powered by 3 pumps. 2 of them are variable pumps, and then on the front it's got 6 jets. You've got 3 along the top, 2 beneath, and then a triangular one underneath. Now those go as low as 120 per 100 pace. It's a fairly good pace for a lot of people out there, but it is designed more for endurance swimming, so getting those long swims in, and also obviously goes down to a really nice slow pace. But the really cool bit is it's also a jacuzzi. So it's got loads of jets around the side, nice seating areas, so you can just sit down in there and chill if you don't fancy your training. But now, I just want to do what that guy's doing. See ya. Right, so we swung by the Rotor Standard, and this is a new product I was totally unaware of. This is the new Rotor In-Spider power meter. Spider-based power meter, as the name suggests. So here is the power meter, the chain rings, the spider, here is the axle. We can slot it in, as so, and then you can swap out the crank, so you can go for whatever size you like, which is quite convenient for triathletes who maybe are trying out different size crank lengths, and this just slot on like that. So it is actually a single-sided power meter, but obviously you can replicate that power onto the other side, so we get overall power for both legs. The nice thing with this is also is compatible with 1x and 2x. In addition to that, also behind we have a slight update to the Rotor 2-in power. So this is a new MAS Spider on this. It's a nice aero finish, and I've actually completely forgotten to talk about the finish on this. This is the Aero Crown. Both, in my opinion, really nice finishes. Right, so this is Amp Human Performance PR Lotion. This is causing a bit of a stir at the moment. We've seen Cam Worth, Lucy Charles using it. Now essentially this is bicarbonate soda. Okay, sounds pretty odd, baking soda. A lot of athletes have actually used this to help buffer lactic acid, to reduce the effects of lactic acid when you're training. I used to use this actually with British Triathlon, but it does have side effects. It can affect your gut, and also it just tastes disgusting to digest. So they have cleverly managed to put this into a formula that tricks the skin into absorbing it. So in here we've actually got a fatty substance that the skin accepts that fatty substance, and within that it's encapsulated the bicarb. That soaks into the skin, is absorbed into the body, into the muscles, into the bloodstream, and has the same effects. Clever stuff, eh? Well, that has been a big day, and I'm not even halfway around the Expo, so hope you enjoyed some of those new tech releases there. There's still more to come. If you've liked this video, please do hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more from GTN, just click on the globe and subscribe. And if you'd like to see our tech tour from Kona last year, you can see that by clicking just down here.